I told my girlfriend of 3 months that I wanted her to get an abortion. We'd only been dating for 3 months when she got pregnant. Yeah, we used protection, but it failed. I'm 31, she's 27, and we both agreed early on that we didn't want kids yet. When she took the first pregnancy test and it came back positive, I ran to the pharmacy to get another one. She made this dark joke about how she wasn't sure I'd even come back. That hurt, but I got it. She was freaking out. The second test was positive too. She immediately looked at me and asked what I thought. I told her we needed to calm down and talk about this seriously tomorrow. She completely lost it and started screaming at me for saying that. Here's the thing. I just lost my well-paying job 2 weeks before this happened. I had some savings, but not enough to support a family. And my girlfriend had always been clear that she wanted to be a stay-at-home mom with a provider husband. That was literally me a month ago, but not anymore. I grew up poor, like really poor. I promised myself I'd never put my kids through what I went through, and now here I was, unemployed and about to be a father. The next day at work, I called one of those pregnancy hotline things. This lady talked me through everything and told me it was okay to be honest about my feelings, but I needed to do it in a respectful way. She said my girlfriend deserved to know all the facts before making her decision. That evening, we met up to talk. She told me her parents wanted her to keep the baby and wanted to talk to me about it. I said I respected them, but I didn't think our parents should pressure us either way. Then she dropped this bomb on me. She said she thought this was her last chance to ever get pregnant because she's already 27. I was confused and told her that 27 isn't old at all for having kids. She said she'd been looking at social media and saw tons of women her age struggling to get pregnant. I told her social media wasn't a reliable source and she should talk to a doctor instead. That's when things got heated. I asked if she was actually open to discussing both options or if she'd already made up her mind. She admitted she'd already decided to keep it. She said she'd had an abortion with her ex and couldn't go through that again. Then she asked what I thought. I took a deep breath and told her honestly that I thought the better choice was an abortion given our situation. She started crying. Not just crying, but sobbing for a full hour straight. I held her and kissed her forehead and kept apologizing, but she kept asking me to explain why. That's when I messed up bad. I told her it was my nightmare to have a baby while unemployed. I explained that the only jobs in my field were in other cities, which would mean moving away from her parents. She'd be alone with a newborn while I worked all day, or I'd stay unemployed in our hometown just so she could be near her family. I told her I couldn't give her the life she wanted, the stay-at-home mom life with a wealthy provider. I said I was scared we'd both end up resenting each other. Her for not having the life she dreamed of, and me for being trapped in the poverty I spent my whole life trying to escape. The word nightmare kept echoing in my head. I'd called having a baby with her my nightmare. She just sat there crying and I felt like the worst person alive. She hasn't answered my calls in 3 days. Her best friend texted me saying I'm selfish and broke her heart, that I should have just kept my mouth shut and been supportive. Maybe she's right.